morning, everybody, and welcome to a weekly message from Jesus. We bring you these messages every Wednesday morning. I hope that you tell your friends about it, and I hope that you follow his advice. So, without any delay, let's hear from our Lord. Good morning, everybody. I am here once again to speak to you. I do this every week because I hope that there will be those of you that will pay attention and pass on my messages. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a new beginning. If you are listening to me, obviously, you're not at the beginnings of your life. When you're born, you come into this world, and your birth is one of the great miracles. Can you imagine a man and a woman coming together in love, and the result is a new human being with all the complexities, all the systems, all of the things, the complicated things that make a human life? That is the miracle of birth. That is your new beginning. So from the time of your birth, you are influenced by many things. You can be influenced by your parents. You're influenced by your family members. And as you grow up, you become influenced by your peers. Quite often, the influences that you endure as you grow are not the ones that you should be listening to. You need to understand simply that you need to live a good life. If your peers are trying to lead you astray, let's say they are trying to get you to smoke, maybe marijuana, maybe even hard drugs at an early age, then those people are not looking out for your best interests. Drugs destroy many lives. Barry brings you that message almost on a weekly basis because drugs are currently a true cancer in your society. So let's say that you have been influenced poorly in the past. That certainly does not mean that you can't change your life in the future. Each morning as you arise, it can be the first day of the rest of your life. Oh, now there's going to be a time that your life ends. That happens. And that surely will happen to you as well. You must prepare for that day. You must not fear it. And you must understand that if you have the love for me in your heart, yeah, there's nothing to fear. If you truly believe in me, I try to help you. If you've done things in the past of which you are not proud, then I want you to have a new beginning. You can do that very simply. The answer is don't do what you did in the past. I speak to you in simple messages, and that is about as simple as it can get. If you want a new beginning, do not do what you did in the past. Change your life. Maybe you've harmed many others in the past. Well, almost everyone has. Try to make up for that. Try to help others in the future. The future can be very bright for you, or it can be very dismal. There are many of you that are addicted, and it may not have been your fault. Many of you have had severe pain in the past, and the doctors have given you drugs to take, and you've learned to rely on them. Well, that will have a bad result for you in the future. Anytime that you rely on anyone, oh, except me, of course, you can always rely on me. But if you rely on people that are giving you bad advice, then things will not go well for you in the future. Your guides will help you separate good advice from bad. Your angels can do it as well. What you have to do is ask them in prayer. You can speak to me directly. You can speak to angels that have special jobs over here in heaven. You can speak to your guides. Once you understand the way of things, you will understand just how many helpers are available to you. But what it all comes down to is how you use your free will. You can use that free will for a new beginning. I know that you think it is very complicated, but it's not. It all comes down to your actions. If you live a good life, help others, do as good as you can to follow my commands, then you will have a new beginning. Many of you may fear that you've done things in the past for which you cannot be forgiven. Well, you might have, but trust me when I tell you that the judgment for the bad things that you've done in the past will be helped by the things you do in the future. I want all of you to live happy and good lives. I want all of you to be able to love your family, love others, just simply be kind to others. I know you think I'm going to say you need to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So I won't say it because you're already thinking it. I keep telling you that every week. That's how simple it is. All my messages are simple. Now, I know that many of you have been taught that religion can be very complicated. Some of the Gospels are very hard to understand. The Quran is difficult to understand. I sent back individuals to form religions. Many of those religions became very complicated through the years. I know that complicated things are not good. Simple is good. I want you to all follow my simple commands. Love one another, help others, do charity work, call people that are in distress. Maybe you know someone that does severely have a drug addiction. Lead them to help. Now, you probably can't do all the help yourself. Many people need professional help. But help lead those individuals to professional help before those addictions take their lives prematurely. Many of you have friends that are not doing what they should be doing. I know circumstances place you in predicaments where you cannot perform perhaps as you'd like to. Many of the young in the inner cities are being influenced by gangs. Many of the families in the inner cities have been split because fathers could care less about their children, and that poor mother has got to try to raise them as best she can. In many instances, that mother does a good job, but it is also up to the child to know that he does not have to fall into the depth of drug addiction, that he does not have to go uneducated, that he does not have to continue to live in poverty. All individuals have got great opportunities. They can advance themselves. The internet makes it very, very easy to find information. A child, even though he may be in a bad school, can study on the internet and learn. All of you can have a new beginning. Now, I know many of you are wonderful people, love me, and are trying to do the best you can to spread my words. Every week, I thank you for that. When you decided to do that, you created a new beginning. I know everything about you. I know there are people out there that think that possibly cannot be, but it is. We sent humans back to learn lessons. Many of you have probably flunked those lessons in the past, but I would love to see you pass those tests with flying colors in the future. That is why I'm speaking to you about a new beginning. It is never too late in your life to follow my words. Once again, I hope that you will pay attention to my simple message. Keep thinking new beginning. When you get up in the morning and your feet hit the floor, say, what can I do differently today to help me live a much better life, a happier life, a loving life? If you get up and you say, how can I harm someone? Uh, John Smith swore at me yesterday. I'm going to call him up and I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. Well, if you think like that, you are not having any chance at a new beginning. If someone showed anger to you yesterday, think about how you can call them and find out what made them angry and how you can help convince them that that anger was ill-founded. So once again, I'm going to leave you. Every week I bring you a message. And every week I try to phrase my terminology a little differently. But every week I always bless all of you that are listening. Now, you may not think that is important, but it is. My blessings are very valuable. I bless all of you every day, and you do not even realize it. When you look at the beauty of earth, I have blessed you. I've blessed you with that beauty. And when you step onto the floor in the mornings, I blessed you with life. Think of it like that. So I will return again to you next week. Thank you for listening. Please tell your friends about us. I know that Barry does his best, but he needs help. If each of you called one person and that one person called somebody else, think how many would hear the messages. So goodbye. I bless you, and I love all of you. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the message. That was a very good one once again, but they're all good. All of the messages are available on my YouTube channel. You can go to buzzsprout.com and download them for free. They're all available and they're all wonderful. So I will be back again next week. I will bring you another message of our Father. Have a wonderful week and think about a new beginning. Goodbye.